My wife left a note. Don't come after me. I need space. So I didn't. I filed for divorce, locked the accounts, and took a trip. 3 days later, she was outside my lawyer's office, sobbing. I'm 38, male, and the note sat on our marble kitchen counter, held down by her back door key. Not the front door key, I noticed, but the one she always used. A small, intentional choice. It was 4 sentences, written in her tidy, flowing script that clashed with her chaotic nature. I need to be alone for now. This isn't working. I need space. Don't come after me. No, I'm sorry. No, I still care. Just a cold declaration of exit. For a moment, I stood frozen in the quiet kitchen, her morning coffee's aroma lingering. I scanned our shared life, the custom stone backsplash we'd debated for weeks, the overpriced Nordic recliner she called her reading chair, but used as a coat rack. It felt like a theater set for a show that had just ended. No shouting, no broken dishes, just a heavy grief in my chest, paired with something else, a strange, sharp clarity. Mia was always the dramatic one, thriving on bold moves and grand statements. In her theatrical exit, she forgot our core difference. She creates chaos. I make plans. I grabbed my phone. My first call wasn't to her mom, her best friend, or our shared circle. It was to Leonard Price, a top-rated divorce attorney specializing in intricate asset splits, found online. I booked a Monday meeting. My second call was to my bank. I reported a compromised card. A small fib, but it worked. They froze our joint checking and savings accounts until I could visit in person. I had a hidden personal account, my emergency fund. Not much, but enough. Third, I went to the closet. Her side was half cleared. She'd taken her designer pieces but left the skirt from our first date and our framed photos on her nightstand. Tellingly, she'd left her muddy running shoes on the new rug I'd just bought, a final careless slight. I had 2 weeks of approved vacation for a solo camping trip Mia had called dull and refused to join. I packed a bag, grabbed my hiking boots, tucked her note in my desk drawer, and looked around. The silence wasn't a void, it was a chance. I locked the front door, walked out, and started my trip. I didn't chase her. She wanted space. I gave it with legal precision. The mountain air was crisp, biting. For 3 days, I hiked until my muscles screamed and my breath stung. I barely checked my phone, a few urgent texts from her friends, then a flurry from Mia, escalating from, "Are you really ignoring me?" to "Why's my card not working?" I read them, felt a pang, not guilt, but a sad confirmation, and put the phone away. Monday, I drove back, showered at a rest stop, and slipped into the suit I'd packed. I felt sharper than I had in years. Pulling up to Leonard Price's sleek office in a quiet corner of town, I saw her, Mia, perched on the low stone wall by the pristine landscaping, wearing the same outfit from her Instagram post 2 days ago, captioned, "Embracing freedom with a clinking wine glass and an unseen companion." That confident rebel was gone. Her hair was tangled, eyes puffy, tear streaks cutting through her makeup. She spotted my car and jumped up. "Ethan!" I stepped out, silent. "Ethan, what's going on?" she demanded, voice breaking. My card was declined at a hotel, humiliating. "The savings are frozen. The bank said you reported a breach." "What's that?" I straightened my jacket. "It's a breach, Mia. Our financial trust is compromised." Her tearful confusion turned to anger. "That's not funny. That's our money. I needed it for plans." "I'm sure," I said, voice steady, heading for the office door. She hurried after, tone shifting to desperation. "Okay, I should have talked to you," she said, grabbing my sleeve. I paused until she let go. I was drowning. I needed a break, just a moment to breathe. "And now?" she stammered. "You hired a divorce lawyer. I saw the email on the tablet. Are you crazy?" That moment clarified everything. She hadn't left. She'd paused me, expecting I'd wait in the background until her break ended. The audacity was almost admirable. You left a note, Mia, I said, voice low. It said don't come after you. Not I'll be back Tuesday, keep the accounts ready. You wanted space. I'm making it official. Official? She cried, tears fresh. You can't just divorce me. We need to talk. Try counseling. You don't blow up our life. You lit the fuse, Mia, I said, turning away. I'm just sifting through the debris. I pushed open the glass office door. Her sobbing my name, laced with dawning horror, faded as it closed. A week of quiet was broken by a voicemail from an unknown number. I let it play later, a man's voice, polished, self-assured. Ethan, this is Ryan. We're off on the wrong foot. Mia's upset and you're not thinking clearly. Let's talk man to man, sort this out. Call me. Ryan, her marketing team's senior lead, the one she'd lingered with at the office gala, whose late-night texts I'd ignored. I didn't call back, forwarding the voicemail to Leonard with the subject, for the record. The next evening, they showed up at my door. Through the peephole, I saw Mia behind Ryan, his hand on her back, exuding ownership. He looked as expected, sharp haircut, smug grin, in a jacket worth my monthly rent. He jabbed the doorbell sharply. I cracked the door, chain on. Yes? Ryan's tone dripped condescension. Ethan, good. We need to talk. I talked to my lawyer, I said. Mia should talk to hers. That attitude's making this harder, he said, leaning forward. The chain held. Mia's ready to be reasonable. Come home, let you cool off, and sort this like adults. We? I asked, eyeing Mia, who wouldn't look at me. There's no we. There's you, me, and her choice. Mia's voice was faint. Ethan, please, he's just helping. This is a misunderstanding. Your things go through our lawyers, I said flatly, meeting her eyes. By the way, the tea you left wouldn't have worked. Her face twisted. What tea? Locks were changed the morning I left, I said. You vacated. You have no legal right here? Ryan scoffed, charm turning sour. Don't be a jerk. This is her home. We just need her passport, some clothes. Her lawyer can request that formally, I said, starting to close the door. Ryan pushed against it. You'll regret this. I can make things tough. His threat was sloppy, perfect. Is that a threat, Ryan? I asked. He hesitated. It's advice. Noted for the file, I said, shutting the door. Their muttering faded as they left. That night, the house's silence felt denser. The grief returned, heavier. I booted up our old shared PC, never suspecting before, or choosing not to. Her browser history was untouched. Hotel bookings, dinner reservations, private Instagram chats with Ryan, 6 months deep. The betrayal, the planning, the cruelty, mocking my predictable life, joking about escaping dullness. Her last message, sent the morning she left. Notes on the counter. Freedom's close. Meet you at the hotel. I screenshot everything, saved it to a drive labeled evidence, and emailed it to Leonard. The grief hardened into resolve, fuel for what came next. The next month was a lesson in systematic consequences. I didn't need to scheme. I just stayed organized and honest. First, the house. We were renting with a buy option I'd been saving for. The lease was up. When the landlord called, I said, Mia permanently left as of this date, per her signed note. I sent a photo of it. He valued simplicity, drafting a new lease in my name alone. A week later, Mia called, frantic. The landlord says I'm off the lease. He'll call the cops if I try to enter. You can't do that, Ethan. My name's been on it for 5 years. You abandoned it, I said, echoing Leonard's words. My lawyer has proof. Second, the social fallout. I didn't slander her. Her and Ryan's actions did it for me. They went public, posting photos at lavish dinners, weekend getaways, a desperate show of joy. But word of her exit and my divorce filing spread. People connected the dots. A friend, Sarah, called, I'm sorry about this. Her office is buzzing. It's awkward. Sides are forming. Ryan, it turned out, was married too, his divorce now messier and more public than ours. Their perfect couple act was crumbling. The financial hit was the real blow. Without joint accounts, Mia leaned on Ryan, whose wealth was mostly flash, his assets tied up in his own marital mess. Their desperation peaked in a late-night voicemail from Mia, a tearful ramble about a trip we took 5 years ago. We were so happy then. I don't know how we got here. It ended. I know things are strange, but I need my half of the $2,850 deposit. Can you send it? The nerve stunned me. I didn't reply. Her new lawyer, a budget version of her first, emailed Leonard demanding personal funds. Leonard's response was surgical: marital assets frozen pending judgment, communication through counsel only, and a password-protected PDF named Ryan with 10 pages of their DMs. The money demands stopped cold. 6 months after the note, it was done. The divorce finalized last week. Not a courtroom drama, but quiet, relentless negotiations. Leonard Price earned his fee, presenting our case with stark facts: Mia's planned infidelity, her documented abandonment, Ryan's ham-fisted intimidation attempt. Our state allows fault-based asset splits in rare cases. Leonard proved Mia's actions fit: financial waste and deliberate exit. She got her personal items, which I'd carefully packed and stored, her old car from her parents, and a small court-ordered slice of the savings. The house was the final piece. With the lease in my name and Mia's legal exit, the buy option was mine alone. My untouched personal savings covered the down payment. Last month, I signed the purchase papers with the landlord-turned-seller. The house is mine, earned not by our past, but by my moves after she left. Their fallout was predictable. Mia and Ryan share a cramped apartment in a rough part of town, their finances in shambles. His divorce drained him. Her freedom cost more than she planned. Sarah said their workplace is tense. They missed expected promotions. Management dislikes HR drama and public messes. Their social media bliss posts stopped. The most satisfying moment was unexpected. Last Tuesday on my new couch, I got a Spotify email. Password changed. I hadn't done it. Mia was still on our family plan, a forgotten link. I logged in, saw her profile, and with a few clicks, removed her, resetting the password. A tiny final lock clicked shut. I don't hate her. Don't think of her much. Hate's too hot. I feel cool detachment, a settled matter. The house feels like home now. Mine. I painted the kitchen a deep forest green, swapped her recliner for a bookshelf stuffed with novels I've meant to read. Late at night, I sometimes feel that old pain. The man in the silent kitchen reading a 4-sentence note. I honor his hurt, but it fueled a steady path forward. Mia and Ryan will likely blame me for years, painting me as the cold ex who wouldn't play the broken, forgiving husband. They'll never grasp that I didn't seek vengeance. I stepped aside, letting their choices' weight catch up. I just held the door as justice walked itself in.